All right, moving on now. Mumbai's lifeline, the local trains, are also killers. Scores of people have died. Many have lost their limbs while travelling on these trains or while boarding and deboarding. Sanjana Chowhan reports on the perils of travelling by the ubiquitous Mumbai Local.
The Mumbai locals are a great leveler. Where you come from, how much you make and where you work means nothing once you enter these bustling local stations. What matters is how fast and how best you can get from point A to point B in a city that is bursting at the seams and always scrambling to be on time.
Have you ever wondered why Mumbaikars come across as angry? Besides the sweltering heat, it has a lot to do with the commute. The suburban railway network, behind me the local trains at the famous renowned Churchgate station, has increased its passenger network by 2.4 lakhs. And although this is the lifeline of the city, it is also responsible for more deaths than terror attacks in Mumbai.
Weak infrastructure, almost stampede-like situations at peak hours also makes this very lifeline and leveler of the maximum city its biggest killer. Shocking figures on the deaths caused by these killer locals were disclosed by the Public Accounts Committee of the Railways, which tabled its report in the Lok Sabha on the 12th of April. What they discovered was more than 15,000 passengers die in accidents on suburban services. Most of these deaths occur in the Mumbai region, which alone records 6,000 deaths every year.
The recommendation tabled in the Lok Sabha calls for stricter measures and better action to be taken for the safety of the Mumbai commuter.
What's also really shocking is that 50% of these deaths could have been avoided since they are the result of trespassing. The committee revealed that till July last year, over 37,000 accident claims were still pending with the railways, and that most of these cases either came from Lucknow or Mumbai that had a staggering number of pending cases each. Commuters on these trains are going up every year. This year alone, the number is stipulated at above 2 lakhs. Also, since AC buses were taken off the roads, boarding these trains at peak hours seems next to impossible. In its report, the Railways also admitted that falling from trains is a big reason for deaths, adding that these deaths occur during boarding and deboarding of trains because of gaps between trains and platforms. Ramesh Ubbu had to learn the hard way.
I personally met with an accident in 2005 that was at Santa Cruz station, and I lost both the legs below knee. I'm a below knee amputee.
But like most Mumbaikars, Ramesh too is back on the very local that cost him his limbs.
I was a little skeptical of taking trains again, and the accident came into back of my mind. It was in my mind, maybe something would happen again. But once I started traveling 1 or 2 times, that fear got off.
Hesitant to berate the dots that connect the city, Ramesh, however, exercises a word of caution for those commuters who brave the big bad local every day.
Be alert, be careful, look around.
In the city that never sleeps and hardly stops growing, the rise of residential and commercial hubs in the suburbs has ensured people move to those areas. And while you may have a bevy of Ola, Uber, share taxis, cabs, autos, BST buses and even the metro, nothing quite gets you as fast and cheap as the good old local train, even if you have to put up a bit of a fight every day.
अभी तक ट्रेन में गर्दी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है. अगर ट्रेन का नंबर इंक्रीज कर दिया तो गर्दी कम हो सकती है.
I see a lot of rush here, and people they jump like Spider-Man and Superman as soon as the train comes in the morning. So actually, it should be a self-awareness thing that if the train is crowded, you should wait.
Since every commuter has the same woe, the committee has come out with recommendations to bring down the number of accidents on these trains. It has recommended redesigning of coaches, automatic doors, increase in number of coaches to 15 to deal with overcrowding, and also recommended that the state deploy registered medical practitioners on trains.
Heralding a glorious past with its humble beginnings 150 years ago, the Western Railways now has a vast suburban services between Churchgate to Dahanu of 1,323 trains. However, very less of this glory and more blood and guts will remain if the Western Railways does not take cognizance of the lack of infrastructure and the risk it is posing to Mumbaikars' lives. In Mumbai, with camera person Kiran Umrigar, Sanjana Chowhan for WION.